Hello, welcome to the Golf Swing Weekly Fix. My name is Mark Crossfield. In this week's show we've got more swings coming at you from my app. So that's the app now on iPad, iPhone and also on the Android market. So loads of ways of getting in touch with the show. We've got plenty of swings coming at you from there, so we're going to go through some drills to try and help them play some better golf. We've also got lots of questions to deal with through Question of the Week. So the sun's shining at last here in the UK. Let's get stuck in and get you guys playing some better golf. Right guys, two classic examples here of, wait for it, yes, the dreaded right hand strong grip. We see two strong grips in the right hand. Then what we see is closing of the club faces on the backswing and the massive hold offs on the way through where you just do not want to release your hands. And similar on this one, very close face top of the backswing. Come down and hit the ball, and you can see here that the gloved hand just wants to stay on top. So it's the classic strong right hand grip, no release because you're scared of going left. So you guys are all applying strong right hand grip, so right hand underneath the club, and they're doing everything you can to try and hold the face off to not release the club to turn it over. So you guys need to start hitting shots, right hand more on top of the grip like I've shown in lots of other videos, and then really get the feeling, quick fix of delivering the toe of the club before the heel. So deliver that toe before the heel in your mind. Otherwise, if you don't do that with your natural instinct to hold the face off, to try and open the face back to square, because you've got to remember it's closed on the backswing, so it comes in and hit the ball, it's close, so then you're opening it back to square. With that instinct, if you change your right hand grip alone, nothing else, it isn't going to work. You've got to get right hand grip on top and then have the second thought of feeling like you're delivering toe before heel, and you'll find that face starts to come through the ball with some kind of usage. It's not going to come through just wide open, and you will hit straighter shots. Attack those grips, guys. Right hand grip, can't say it enough, got to get it in the right place. So we had the strong grip in the lesson before, we've now got the weak left hand grip. So what we're seeing in this one, top hand is weak, then we see the very classic swing to the left, so big over rotation on the way back, but we'll come back to that. It's this instinct on the way back to not drive forward, to keep your weight all moving down onto this back foot and not move this middle part of you forward at all, not getting this part of you forward at all, and that's an effort to try and swing left to stop the ball going right because of that weak starting position. So what we're saying, it's very interesting, isn't it? It's cause and effect very much with these two groups of faults. We're seeing not enough knuckles on the left hand, so barely seeing one on his left hand, where you want to see a good 2 to maybe even 3 knuckles. Now what that does, only seeing one knuckle, it's going to encourage the face to be delivered to the ball open to whatever path he's swinging on. So if the face is delivered to the ball always open to the path of the club, then why would you ever swing the club at the target? You wouldn't. If you're going to swing the club at the target, but remember the face is always open to that path, so it's now open to the target, ball's going to go to the right. So natural instinct, you can feel that your face is open to the path, and even though you might say you don't feel it, you're conscious, your coordination will feel it, which is why you're doing what you're doing. If I know my face is going to be open to my path, I'm going to make my path very much to the left of target, then my face is open to that path so that it points still left of target but not as much as the path. There's the fade back onto target if you're lucky. Very big numbers, hard numbers to coordinate. So for you, got to start feeling 2 knuckles on your left hand to even 3. I would say for you, try and see 2.5 to 3 knuckles on your left hand. Then you need to get the feeling of really driving your weight through the ball. Get used to trying to get your middle, your core forward in your swing. Get it really out, your tummy out in front of you. What we can see with your swing is the hips coming back and the head's going forward. That's you trying to get your swing across the ball to stop it leaking all the way off to the right. So again, it's grip, grip, grip. It's very interesting in these sets of lessons to show you the effects the grip can have. You're all looking more at the funny looking swings, but you're missing the root cause, which is your grips. You know, you're all very keen to maybe think about getting into X position, Y position, but if you're not gripping it correctly, some of those positions won't actually apply to you. So good 2 to 3 knuckles left hand, and then hit your shot Really try and get your weight coming through, get your waist turning through the shot. So you've got your hips forward, so you've got your tummy forward at the end rather than leaning back so much. That'll help you hit through the ball and use the face better. So we've got a good swing here. This is obviously a very good player. Thanks for sending in the swing. Lovely top of the backswing position. Coming in to hit the ball, you're hitting nicely down on the back of that ball. Nice divot on this par 3 you're obviously hitting into. I would like to see a fraction more separation between shoulders and hips, just a fraction more. It's pretty good though. What I want to do for you is just show you how your posture for me is slightly too upright, which then makes it hard for you to get the separation between your shoulders and your hips, and it results in your impact position which can get a little square onto the ball for my liking. I'd like to see you just opening up a fraction more. So what I mean by that is, if I stand to a shot, and this is obviously taking it to extremes because this is a tweak for you, swing the club very well. If I stand very upright, now when I swing, it's very hard for me to separate my shoulder turn from my hip turn, and that applies even on the downswing. Everything tends to go together a little bit too much. So I would like to see for you fraction more leaning forward from the waist with your hands, with your hips, sorry, in your posture, just to drop your hands a fraction lower, and then on the way through we'd be able to get a little bit more opening of the hips away from your shoulders, get you pulling off that right foot a little bit more, and get you just turning into the ball a fraction better, so it gives you no temptations of ever flipping the club face. You're going to control that face much more by just opening your body up. Now, just trying to open up your body on its own isn't going to work, because you need to get that posture set a little bit better to allow that to happen. And it's just a tweak. Like I say, you're not far off. You know, it's a really good action. Just a fraction more over the ball. You're a little bit more this way to address. I'd like to see you just relax your arms down, just let them hang from a slightly more leaning forward position. And as you come in to hit the ball, don't be afraid to really try and open up into that ball, pulling you off that right foot and just opening your hips up through impact to get any temptation of any kind of flippy club faces going on through impact. Let me know that helps. I'd love to know. Thanks for sending in the video. So 2 questions of the week this week. First one's a simple one. What shoes do I wear? Well, thanks for noticing them. I wear Mizuno shoes. I think they're called Stability, actually. I teach a lot, stand on my feet all day. These are really comfy. I'm into Mizuno stuff. I got their irons, you know, I like their stuff, so I like getting the shoes also. So Mizuno Stability shoes on the old-fashioned front. Thanks for noticing. Okay, second question talks about, he feels that his head gets ahead of the ball as he comes in to hit the ball, and will that make him hit the ball more to the right? Well, yes, it will. What happens if you move your head forward of the ball coming down into impact? That will tend to make you get a little bit too much shaft lean if you're not careful. So unless you are flicking out of that position, it's going to be very hard to square the club face up. So definitely need to be feeling when you're hitting your shots that you are getting your weight forward, so hips go forward and rotate, but head stays with the ball and on the back of the ball going through. It'll also stay back as you carry and rotating through. It's not until the end that you might move up and slightly forward of where you started. So great drill for this is, I've done this before, just get a pole stuck in the ground out in front of you here. I've got one here just off camera which I'll get. So literally stick a pole in the ground opposite the ball. Should have got that pole before I started filming really, shouldn't I? Just up there, so straight up from the ball, and hit a couple of shots. I can feel my left ear on that pole at address. I've done this in other videos. Hitting my shots, I'm going to feel my waist go forward of that pole, but I'm just going to keep my head behind it. This kind of visual stick here really gives you a very definite feeling of keeping your head back, and keeping that head back hopefully for you will help you square that face up. Now, don't just keep your head back and stay square on. You need to be turning into the ball, so you've got to be rotating into the back of the ball. Just as you do that, feel like your head is staying behind that line as your hips go forward and turn, and your shoulders are open. So it's a real kind of separation in your body, which is what people don't like. Hope that helps. Thanks for sending in the question. Post a response, let me know what you think, if that did help or not. But yes, if your head is moving forward of the ball as you come in to hit, then definitely going to the right shots can happen very easily. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments, love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show, get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.